We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Man in motion is Smith. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Daniels. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarter.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll try and get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Eagles have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off. Mitchell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Up the middle they go. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now he carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Commanders come up with it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
So a big one there to start the drive. 55 yards on the game. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jahan Dotson, touchdown Washington. It's his third touchdown on the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Man in motion is Smith. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
18, Rattler, 18, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This one is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome?
And he will get into the end zone. Score Touchdown, Commanders. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Hurts to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commanders first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. Julian Love brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Start. Bobcat, 60, 70 Lions. Huh.
Throwing is Daniels. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
This one is caught by Dotson, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Washington. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are out to a 21-10 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. Off he goes. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ready, break.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hurt.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
79 Broncos.
Daniels now going to look to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson, touchdown Commanders. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On play action, Hurts gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Cowboy 80.
In motion, it's Robinson. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but It's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Smith. He's inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Okay, break. Reload. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
19 tight. Ready.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. This is intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Start. Ready.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Daniels. A pass caught by Saquon. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Come on, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. And you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
63.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. To throw is Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Next to score, Eagles 38, Commanders 35.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way.
Washington will take over first and 10. Their own 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Set it.
Daniels now on first down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Buffalo 18.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
On the check.
Here's first and 10.
Commanders first down.
Here we go. Here we
First
go.
and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is second and 7.
Let's go.
A run with Barkley. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Washington takes over first and 10. Their own 30-yard line.
Here's first down.
70 Ranger. Okay. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 5.
Now on second and long.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Now Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 9 brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing now. Daniels. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now, 1st and goal. Throwing again. Daniels. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
And this one is not over. They had to have it, and they got it. What a story this would be, Mike. This offense is going to have a shot to come out here and at least get something into the end zone.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory.